It is another gorgeous Saturday morning here in Southern California, and I'm super excited because we not only have one great show to check out in Westminster, there's a collectible show in Anaheim as well, and it's an outdoor show, so I'm very eager to see how they set up and ask them some of the questions that you guys have wanted me to ask them regarding PSA hikes and HGA and stuff like that. So before we check out the shows, there is one stop I have got to make based on what happened a couple weeks ago at the Westminster show. So welcome back. Now let's get to work. All right guys, I am here at the grocery store Pavilions. I just got to stop in and get something real quick because, as you know, last time I had an issue with all the water and coffee I was drinking, and can't let that happen again. I gotta pee real bad, but I'm gonna hold it. A little bit of urine is leaving my body as I record this. I'm just nervous because I gotta pee. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Here we go. Large. Perfect. This guy looks happy. You know, this is not the most comfortable thing to wear, but I'm sure it'll pay off. It's more for function than anything else. Now let's hit the road. Heads up guys, I got a new lavalier mic to interview people at the show and it totally sucks, so I apologize for the horrendous audio you're about to experience. I'll get it fixed soon. Check this out guys, no line. How crazy is that? It's 9:30 on the dot, not a single person in line. This is great.
Hey, what's going on everybody? This is Coleman here at the Westminster show. I just want to show you my pickup so far. Nothing crazy. I picked this up for $3. This is a Kevin Durant Pink Velocity. I just like Kevin Durant stuff right now, so to be honest, if I get $5 for it right now, I'd probably just do it because it's just practicing flipping. This is a Kobe Bryant game used jersey card I got for 120 bucks. It's just cool because it's a game worn jersey. You don't really find those.
You think it's grade worthy?
It might get like a PSA 8, which will probably make it about the same value it is now. And then just for fun, for 50 bucks, picked up my boy JJ Redick. Just kind of a little fun bet. If he gets traded to a contender or something like that, could be kind of fun. It's a rookie card out of 150. Yeah, it's an X Factor rookie card. So I know that the PSA price hike is something that everyone's thinking about right now. I just want to share my thoughts on like how it affects me and like what I'm doing and how I'm pivoting. Basically, my mask, it's so funny. Basically what I'm doing is now I'm submitting less like on the regular service for 100 or less on the Express, but I will do high-end stuff obviously on the Express or the regular, but I'm just kind of submitting everything through value now. So the value raised from 200 maximum to 500 maximum declared value. So what that means is now all these cards between $200 and $500 raw, you're allowed to submit under value. So that just creates an opportunity. It's going to take longer to get it back, but you can still get it in and for actually less than what it would have costed to begin with. Because if you're submitting a $250 raw card, it was going to cost you $28. Now it's going to cost you like $22 or $26 or something like that. So it's actually cheaper if you do that. It's just going to take a while to get back. But if you do that every month, then eventually you're going to get cards back all the time.
I think Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett are super undervalued right now. The prices kind of went up on them, then they came back down. Give it about when Hall of Fame comes in May, the induction comes. Give it to about April, May. They're going to skyrocket, man. You know, if you're getting something graded cheap, I feel like is good right now. But expensive cars, it's not too smart to invest in it because long-term value, you're not sure about that yet. So obviously you get your cards graded, you're looking for long-term value. You're not really doing it if you're doing it for looks, it's nice, but long-term value, you gotta stick with what you know. Beckett, PSA, even SGC, whatever, those stuff, the stuff you know that has value, you know. Give it about a year, if the HGA cards still have value, jump on this ship, you know. I'll do group sales with you, but I do PSA and like we were talking about the price hike, it's kind of good and it's kind of sucks because less people will be sending in, so like the turnaround time will pick up, but you got the raised prices. But so it's like So I guess the cheap cards you send to the cheaper industries, like I guess HGA and stuff like SGC, Beckett, I guess, but you can. PSA is more for like high-end grading now because it's $100 for the cheapest one, unless you do ultra modern or modern, you know.
It kind of changes grading just because now you have to double check on every card to make sure it can at least 9 before sending it in, just because the slabs prices haven't moved up with the grading going up. So it's kind of like if a card's gonna 9 and you're gonna pay $100 to grade it to come back in 10 days, you gotta make sure it's in good condition, just because if it comes back a 9, you're kind of losing money on some cards. You know, a card that's 50 to 60 raw is around 120 to 150 a PSA 9, and you know, when you do the math there, you're kind of breaking even sending it 10-day in that situation, and you kind of have to now focus on every card and make sure it looks good, you know, because if it doesn't, then there's really no point of grading. And I actually had 20 to 30 cards I was looking to send to PSA before the price hike, and now that they increased the prices, I'm looking back and that 20 to 30 cards has become 5 to 10. Just because when I do the math and I calculate it, that's what makes sense the most.
For me, it's a market, so there's always going to be interest in getting something cheaper. You know, it's the same quality, but it is a new kid on the block. So what's to say that a couple kids up and coming, you know, maybe they might see the potential in it and can fully invest in it. For me, personally, I see the premium in the PSA label, which most of the newer collector, newer investor, as far as the older collectors and more seasoned veteran investors, actually see the premium for the PSA. So in my personal opinion, it'll keep more of the newer people from just submitting things that they don't really understand or just want to get it graded. It'll stop that, but in the same time, more of the seasoned, more risk-taking investors will say, you know what, not a lot of people, not the average Joe is going to send in a certain card. So maybe if I pay a little more, I can have the population lower, I can have more of my share, bigger piece of the pie. But at the same time, it could go the other way. They go, maybe I should just invest somewhere else or really be careful on what I submit. So it could be one of two ways, in my opinion.
Hi, what's up, guys? It's Sasha. Over here at the Garden Grove show. It's going pretty well. Basically just trying to sell some stuff today, some KD, some LeBron, some Mbappe, a little bit of everything. Getting ready for the Dallas show currently, which is next week. So got to get a little bit of liquidity going just to be able to buy over there. Wanted to talk a little bit about what's undervalued in today's market. As you guys know, if you saw that KD video, I really like KD. So what I'm going to try to do personally is upgrade these KD 9.5s, try to sell these two, and then just grab another 10. So that's currently one guy I'm chasing, as well as high-end Kobe Exquisite, LeBron Exquisite. I just think that's something that plays out really well long-term.
All right, guys, I made it to the collectible show. It's right around the corner here. But one thing I got to say is I got to give props to the pens. These diapers are amazing.
Hey guys, LA Collection here with Brad. So thank you again for putting me on, Brad. So we are here at the OC Dugout show. So OC Dugout is actually a card shop that's been around for, 20 plus years here in Southern California. And now they're doing shows in basically an extension of their parking lot. So it's kind of like a flea market feel, outdoor. I don't know exactly how I feel about that, especially with autographed cards under the sun. But nevertheless, very cool atmosphere, a lot of dealers, and there's a lot of great stuff here. And today I'm hunting for first Bowman Chrome rookies that I will be buying and sending to Star Stock, and I'm also buying a lot of stuff that's kind of on the way down, like football rookies and so on and so forth, that I'm picking up now before the beginning of the season, and gonna flip probably about a month or two before the start of the NFL season.
How you doing? My name's Jason. I'm at my first card show here in Anaheim. It's an outdoor show. I actually picked this one as my first show because I knew I wouldn't have to wait to get in. So and it was a great experience, super chill environment. Everybody's really friendly. I learned some things, that about some shows to go to, some shows not to go to. So that's been really helpful. I also picked up 2 cards that I wasn't planning on buying, but
What do we got here?
I got them anyway. I got a Topps update Mookie Betts at what I think is a good price, and Jason Tatum PSA 9 Select. So
Why'd you get those?
I just, these are guys on my list that I've kind of identified as this guy's more of a hold, and this is a guy that I'm hoping to flip as we get closer to playoffs. So I'm taking kind of a combo route of you know, some in my card portfolio of some things to keep and some things to get rid of. If I could point out anything in terms of mistakes that I've made in the short time that I've been doing this, it's that don't spend too much too quick, because that's certainly what I've done. I've made some probably costly mistakes that I think I'll recover from eventually, but it's going to take me a while, and there's so much stuff that I want to buy now, and now I'm feeling the pressure of, you know, am I starting to spend too much? So do the research, listen to Brad, and you know, and have fun with it.
All right, guys, I am about to leave the Anaheim show, and you guys gave me a hard time for not picking up anything at last week's show in Westminster, or 2 weeks ago. This time I actually picked up something. Hold on a second, let me see. I got something in my pocket here. Something. Okay, for one, my very first purchase, a $4 Michael Jordan Skybox card, which doesn't sound like much, but this was one of the premier cards of my childhood. I also like the fact that Jordan is golfing on the back, which is cool. But wait, there's more. I know this is not enough for you. So I picked this up at the Dugout, the OC Dugout show, and this is one of my favorite rookie cards. It is Shaquille O'Neal in the Magic uniform. As you guys know, I grew up as an Orlando Magic fan. So to see him in the 32s, autographed with the 32, this is going to be a great piece to put up in the card cave, and I'm really excited about it. Definitely a bit of a splurge at $300 compared to how I typically purchase things, but well worth the investment to me. So I hope you appreciate that. Guys, I had such an amazing time at the card shows today. It was very fulfilling to meet so many new faces, as well as reconnect to some of the guys I saw 2 weeks ago at the Westminster show. Make sure to connect with them all on Instagram and on YouTube if they have a station. And pound that like button. Start meeting people locally. It's a lot more fun that way. And I will see you in that next video. Time to replace this pair of Depends with a new one. I think this one's full.